he said, I'm okay. He said, but they told me that it's just a matter of time. And I said, oh no. I said, they're not always right. I said, you could have a long time yet. And so we sat there and I said, did you have any other visitors today? And he said, just you and, I'm not sure if he said Ruth or who it was. And he said, but I have that guy over there. And here he had a stuffed, I thought it was a gorilla, but it was a stuffed bear that Scott had brought him. And he said that the cats were hauling it around the house. It was so cute the way he said that, the guy over there. Let's see here. So then he went on to say that they told him that it was a matter of time. So he said, looked up, he'd be down picking his teeth. He said, so does this mean this is the end? And I said, no. I said, you got a long time. I said, they don't know nothing. So we sat there and we talked, and I said to him, are you a believer? And he said, kind of. And I said, well, are you born again? And he said, no. I said, well, let's take care of it right here. So he put his head down and I said, just say, God, come into my life, forgive me of my sins. And he did it, and then he looked up at me and I said, there, that's your ticket to heaven. And he smiled. And he said to me again, but I want to live to be 100. So we sat there and we talked, and then after he asked if it was the end, he said to me, and what does heaven look like? And I guess John really never shared any of that with anybody. And I said, well, he said, and what happens? I said, well, you'll just go to sleep and you'll wake up in heaven. He said, you think so? I said, I know so. And I said, and your family's going to be waiting for you. I said, your wife will be there? He said, you think so? I said, yes. He said, I want to see my father. He said, he passed away at 43 years old. I said, well, he'll be waiting there too. I said, you'll get to see him. I said, I'm sure they're all sitting at the table right now waiting for you to come to heaven. And he just put his head down, picked his teeth, and looked up at me. I hope I'm not taking up too much time. So then I sat there and I thought, well, I don't have much time. It was almost 8 o'clock, and I thought, I better start getting ready to leave. So anyway, I told him, I said we all loved him, and he said, well, you come and see me at home. And I said, but I can't. You have cats and I'm allergic. But I said, he said, well, you can call me on the phone. So I called him the next day on the phone, and we talked a while. And there again, he said he was doing okay, except he had the breathing trouble. So anyway, I forgot my ticket, but I was going to bring my ticket that I had for the meal and tell you folks, John is in heaven, and he's sitting there at the table with his family, and I'm sure he's singing and having a good time. I had a song to play, but time is limited here. So I was going to bring the ticket and say, John, here's your ticket. You couldn't come with me. You won't be able to come to the meal, but someday I'm going to be sitting at the table with you in heaven because I have my ticket.